We understand that we need to do webinars. It might be paid or free, but still we are not able to close anyone in the webinars. From that July 2024, everything changed for me. Chiranjeevi from TVM replied that your offer might be a problem. You can join Sagar and he will help you to refine your offer. I was not able to close anybody. Now I started closing, just refining that offer. And when I have not started with you itself, I was building my mindset at that time. Every time
Mindset.
those doubts were coming to me, I was watching some stories of the people who have already done good. I learned from you in this journey is like being a constant innovator, constant
Hmm.
thinking about like how I can help my customer. Sagar, it's not about 1 CR. For me, it's more about I have helped more than 2.7 CR EMI difference I've created in people's lives so far.
Wow.
9 September 2023 was my first webinar, and today it is 2nd January, and we have never missed a single workshop. Thank
And
you so much, Sagar, for being a important part of this journey.
welcome everyone. And today we are starting a powerful series where we are going to interview 1 crore achievers. And our first interview as a 1 crore achiever is Rohit. Rohit, congratulations and welcome back to the into success story interview. And I remember where you achieved some 2 lakh income in your journey. We recorded that time. And what a journey. So congratulations, Rohit, for achieving 1 crore milestone. Super happy for that.
Thank you so much, Sagar, for that.
So Rohit, love to know your like the journey a little bit, like what do you do and why you do, and how did that shift happened from doing a job to this like a wealth coach. Now you call yourself not like EMI reduction coach. I remember
Yes.
that time we recorded that you were just talking about wealth coach, but you have
Yeah.
positioned yourself very powerfully. So tell us about your journey, quick journey.
Okay. So thank you so much, first of all, for inviting me here to share my experience with you. So I started when I was in job. So in the job, I was like, I'm doing a job, but I was not liking doing it. I was not feeling like I belong there. So somehow the heart was not there. But over the time, it's like we belong to a middle class family. So we always think like sometimes we don't get things what we want. We have to do things but because we have to pay our bills also. We have to run our families also. So my life was like that. So I was thinking like my life will continue like this, and it will be like till retirement. I'll be doing a job and saving some money, investing some money, and then get retired over the time. So I still remember October 2022. That was my first FBR, Freedom Business Retreat from Siddhartha Chikar. So I went
Hmm.
there. I was liking like how people were sharing big numbers, but
Hmm.
somehow I was like, are these fake? ऐसा
Hmm.
होता है क्या? We are
Yeah.
working so hard to get our salary, and these people are saying big numbers. Is it a reality or not? So first was that denial mindset, I'll say. कि नहीं
Hmm.
ऐसा नहीं होता. Life is not that simple. That is not easy, right?
Hmm.
So that was the mindset, and then so, but I was liking that space, and somehow I was like, I want to be here. I want to be in this world. So from there, I started thinking and started understanding more about coaching and learning about it. And then I did my chartered wealth manager. I written a book so that I can build some authority in the market. And because my space is into finance is more about where there are so many people who are into finance. So from there, the journey started, and September 2023, I started officially my coaching journey, I'll say,
Hmm. Yeah.
because I wanted to do something here because I was getting inspired watching like how people are able to get the freedom from their home itself. They can make money, they can enjoy the freedom, they can do whatever they want. So that was the thought process that I started my journey with,
Hmm.
because I was not liking where I was.
Yeah. Great, Rohit. Rohit, would love to know like what are the challenges that you're facing during the early stage of your journey? What actually made you join us as it in TBM? What was the challenges that you're facing that time when you got started?
So there were various challenges when I started with the coaching journey because, like when we do webinars, we understand that we need to do webinars. It might be paid or free, but still we are not able to close anyone in the webinars. So I was like, yeah, I'm giving everything what is required for a customer to start with me, but why they are not starting? I'm not understanding. I was doing continuously webinars because I wanted to get hold of this, but it was not happening. And somehow I still remember it. We have a I use FlexiFunnels. So FlexiFunnels, they have a Facebook group, SB Duos.
Hmm.
Ka. So in
Yeah.
that group, I asked somebody like, I'm not understanding what is the problem that I'm not able to close. And
Hmm.
Chiranjeevi from TVM replied that your offer might be a problem. You can join Sagar and he will help you to refine your offer. So
Hmm.
that was the starting point, I'll say, where I got to know about TBM. I attended few of the sessions of yours,
Workshop and boot camps.
workshops.
Yeah. Yeah.
Multiple workshops I attended because I wanted, like I was there in that mindset, कि whenever I'm spending, I want to be very clear before I spend something.
Hmm.
I wanted because I was knowing that there are so many coaches in the coaching space itself. I want to spend also, I want to learn also, but I need to be very careful when I'm starting with somebody.
Hmm.
So I attended few of the workshops, and then I had an interaction with Rahat, and she said that there was some offer going on, and then from there I started with the TBM because.
Yeah.
The important moment I still remember. So when I was paying for the TBM membership of the gold, I was seeing the offer that you had in Razorpay,
Hmm.
where you
Right.
have clearly mentioned every other thing that we'll be learning.
Hmm.
So
Right.
by watching that itself, I refined my offer for the webinar also.
Oh,
And
nice.
in the webinar, I got first conversion from that itself.
Superb.
So that was a big thing for me. I was not able to close anybody. Now I started closing, just refining that offer. And when I have not started with you itself.
Hmm. So without like joining itself, like
Ah,
that itself, you refine your offer. Superb.
yes, yes.
Hmm.
So from there it all started. And rest you are aware itself.
Superb. Great journey. So Rohit, would love to know your how is the funnel look like? How you get people inside your funnel, and what product that you actually sell them, and would love to know how did you get your first few clients? And I know you scale through ads, so would love to know your journey. Yeah, some.
Okay. So there are two parts of this journey. Like first, I started in 2022 September also. At that moment, my understanding of organic was just posting on Facebook page and Instagram. And people will just be watching that and coming to my webinars. That was my understanding. I did 3 or 4 webinars, but nothing was happening. So I stopped that. And as I said, I completed my book and my chartered wealth manager. September 23, I was very clear that I wanted to start with the ads.
Hmm. So from the
I
day
didn't
one, you
want.
started with
uh,
that. Yeah.
so 9 September was my first webinar. Before that, I got my landing page, Facebook ads, everything done. And from there, I started. So webinar, we sell our L1. So that is
Hmm.
the level one where we have courses, where we help people to learn from the group coaching.
Right.
So
Hmm.
that is the level one. And so after that, my level two, level three was not very clear, like what has to be done.
Hmm.
But I was very clear in watching people, like what all other people are doing. The people who are doing good in the coaching industry, what they are doing. So I was seeing one common thread is like level one is when when people are teaching in groups, and level two or level three is when they are having the one-to-one type of things.
Hmm. Yeah.
So more of personalized attention. So that was my L3.
Hmm.
To be honest,
Great.
that was my L2 at that moment. Now the
Yeah,
prices
200
have
government.
increased, so it has become the
Yeah.
L3.
So you sell this in like L2 also from the webinar, or how does
No,
that
no,
happens?
it's only the L1.
L1. Okay. From L1, then you actually sell them L2. Okay. Super.
Yeah. So should I tell you about the journey also, like
Y-
how a
y-
customer goes
Yeah,
through?
yeah, yeah. Definitely. That will definitely help a lot of people. Yeah.
So inside my L1, I have the 3 weeks. So 3 weeks, in 3 weeks, we have 2 sessions each week.
Hmm.
So every week we have 2 sessions. In the last session, that is my sixth session, I tell them about my next membership also. Like
Hmm.
if you want to do a personalized one-to-one with me, you want to work personally with me, then this is how I'll be able to help you. And
Hmm.
previously we were doing once in a week session. So I was feeling that people were not were not there till 6 weeks. So I
Hmm.
reduce the timeline so that I can help more people to come to the next level also and help them to get the results faster. So this is how we
Superb.
do the
Superb.
L3 now.
I think a very powerful structure that you have. So during this journey, have you ever felt like the self doubt or something, that's something, when it comes to like building this business? Because many people who get started, but they go through a lot of self doubt when it comes to product, when it comes to selling the people. What were those things that comes during this journey?
I think it's a very prominent part of every coach's journey that they have self-doubt. They have questions up to themselves like, will I be able to make that numbers?
Hmm.
Will I be able to do that? And it was part of me also. But what I was doing good was I was building my mindset at that time. Every time
Mindset.
those doubts were coming to me, I was watching some stories of the people who have already done good.
Hmm.
Maybe the coaches who are good in this industry, what are the common things that they're doing right now?
Right.
And from where they started. So I was
Hmm.
not watching their 100th chapter right now. I was watching their first chapter also from where they
Hmm.
started.
Nice. First chapter.
And
Wow.
uh, and I was understanding that it's not only about the coaching industry, it's about everywhere that people started from very much smaller things and then they made it big just because they were consistent and committed in that journey.
Hmm.
So that was the mindset that I was getting clearly that it is not the journey that it will be done in 3 months or 6 months. It is a long journey. And
Right.
we were hearing from mentors like you and many other mentors, like it's a lifelong journey.
True.
You have to be
True.
a lifelong learner so
Yeah.
that you can go ahead in this journey. You can do something substantial in this journey.
Hmm.
So those mindset hacks at the back end was working very good for me because I was understanding that I cannot stop just because one webinar is not converting, just because few
Hmm.
webinars have not clicked up, just because
Hmm.
I was not able to close anybody for the one-to-one. Because I
True.
was understanding that uh, this is like a test match where we have to be at the field so that
Yeah.
we can actually make runs.
Yeah. Stay in the game. Yeah.
Stay in the game, yeah.
Yeah.
And when I heard about you also saying once that you have done 365 days Facebook Live,
Hmm.
so that was also a big moment for me to understand like if somebody can do 365 days Facebook Live, then why
Yeah.
cannot I do something that is important for my business? Then, as you know, our mentor is there, Siddharth is there. So Siddharth's FBR we attended, and he told in one of the FBR that we came to know from somebody that he was not well. He was having fever, but still he was doing that physical event. So those
Yeah.
small things were going very deep
Just
into my
showing up.
heart.
Yeah.
Uh, those were going deep into my heart and making me understand like what is the meaning of that consistency and commitment that people who are doing big are having it and people who are not doing it they are lacking there. They are
Hmm.
just crying and complaining that this is not happening, this is not happening, and this is not for me. So this is
Right.
some common threads and patterns I was observing.
Hmm.
So
So
that
Rohit,
was.
like you have learned from so many places, and I want to know like what exactly that actually help you when it comes to gold, diamond, and you are inside TBM. What is something that help you in this journey? Um,
So one thing is that I learned from you in this journey is like being a constant innovator, constant
hmm.
thinking about like how I can help my customer,
Hmm.
how to be more service oriented. That's the
Hmm.
biggest hack I will say I have learned being with you, because once I started this journey, it was more about money, 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 right?
Hmm.
Over the time I started learning with you, I started understanding that it's not about the money, it's more about helping more people, understanding more what they are facing and how we can solve that as a challenge for them.
Right.
And once we constantly keep thinking, like you said in one of the session also, I still remember where you said that every time I go into a session, I think about how I can add more value to that session
Mm.
from the last
Right.
time. So that was constantly going in my mindset over the time. And I could feel that that was the reason that in July 2024, I could understand like what can be my micro niche.
Nice.
So it's like sometimes we don't understand like how our subconscious mind is working at the back end. Just being at
Right.
the right places multiple times, being committed to the journey, you get to understand like you might not have even thought of.
True. Yeah.
So I have never thought of that I will be working on the EMIs, but suddenly, because of that constant thinking part, it made me understand like, okay, I need to work with my customers on the EMIs. Because that is the major problem that they're facing right now.
Right.
So I think that from that July 2024, everything changed for me.
And what happened in July 24, specifically, where you thought of creating in the new positioning?
Hmm.
Uh,
So I
yeah.
was constantly, whenever I was having the one-to-ones with other people who are facing some issues. So I
Hmm.
was observing a common thread between all of them is the EMIs, the bigger EMIs. I was talking about like I was understanding the gap. I was talking about wealth creation, the investments,
Hmm.
but customer is saying that okay, I am not having money to invest. I know that investments will
True.
give me XYZ returns and I will be able to make good money after 10 years, 15 years. But what about
Hmm.
my current problem? My current problem is my EMIs. And you are talking
Right.
about 10, 15 years. So this was me understanding at the back end. They are not saying me directly, but I was understanding like this is what they are saying me indirectly.
Hmm.
So some things are invisible, but that is what I started understanding, and that is what made me understand like okay, let me work on this part. Let me help them to solve their EMIs. Let me reduce their EMIs, and and in the starting, I thought like, okay, I can help only few percentage of the crowd only because that's a small problem that I feel is that I can solve.
Right.
Over the time when I kept working on it, I kept thinking how I can improve that, how I can help more and more people. Then I started understanding that I can help most of the people.
Right. So
So
I think you found out the common pattern and common pain of our audience. That's the most
yes.
important thing. And so Rohit, I believe there is a lot of people here come with the questions ki Sagar, I have so many experience, I can solve so many problems, but how did you handle that situations? You must have had, okay, I can solve this problem, but don't you think like, okay, just solving that EMI is somewhere maybe you're not able to communicate with your audience that, hey, you can also help other areas in the wealth segment as well.
Hmm.
Have you
Hmm.
ever felt that like that?
Yeah, I felt that, and in the starting, it was a roller coaster journey for us because uh, I was like, okay, I'm not able to help people for the investments part. There will be so many
Hmm.
people who are having money, they want to get help in the investment. I'm not able to cater
Yeah.
that. So that was constantly going at the back end also, and I will say it's a valid thought that everybody will go through.
Yeah.
But there are some times that we need to understand that what is the root cause.
Hmm.
So I understood that this is the root cause, and if I work on this root cause on a bigger level, then might be I'm able to solve a major problem that people are going through. And when I
Hmm.
was constantly working on it, in spite of my chatter that was going in the back end for me, like I should work on this or not, I was constantly understanding that this is actually a very big problem. I was thinking that
Hmm.
it's a small problem, but over the time, I started realizing that it's a very big problem because I come from an IT background. And IT background, mostly people are well aware of many of the things and they feel like, okay, this is how we need to spend, and this is how we need to invest in every other thing. So I was believing that everybody thinks the same.
Hmm.
But over the time, when I was constantly interacting with more of the people, then I understood that it's actually a very big problem that I have got into. Now,
Hmm.
if I can solve this, I can be a major player in the market, because now we keep thinking, we keep talking about the blue ocean and the red ocean, right? So, so
True.
I was understanding like, okay, this is how the things go, these things unfold. Sometimes
Hmm.
we learn so many concepts, we learn so many things, but we don't understand like what is the benefit of this right now.
Right.
So
Hmm.
pain, like I learned from Alex also, where he said about the pain area and the uh, solution area, and our
Yeah.
product is the
Bridge.
bridge between them.
Yeah.
So there I was connecting the dots and understanding, okay, how this my program will help my customers.
Yeah. True.
That was going on.
Superb, Rohit. Now, I would love to know what is the bigger vision right now that you have? Like, you've achieved 1 crore. What is the next phase? That's something that you wanted to achieve.
For me, honestly, Sagar, it's not about 1 CR. For me, it's more about I have held more than 2.7 CR EMI difference I've created in people's lives so far.
Wow, that's the
So
impact.
that impact pushes me more to help more people. We
Hmm.
have done a physical event in September, and
Yeah.
where I could see, feel, and hear the emotions of people, how they're feeling right now. And
Yeah.
one of the lady in the workshop, like
Hmm.
one couple came to the workshop in the event,
Hmm.
and he was one of the speakers. He shared his experience, how his life has completely changed. One time his EMI was greater than salary. From there, his EMI got reduced by 60%. And after his sharing, I called his wife to the stage. Okay, let's have a picture. So his wife came on the stage and she started crying on the stage.
Hmm.
And she said that, sir, you have changed our life.
True impact.
So whenever I think about that moment, I get goosebumps. I have tears in my
I
eyes.
get goosebumps
Hmm.
when I hear that.
So, so those moments make me feel like I have to help more and more people, reach to more
Hmm.
and more people, because somehow in the childhood I have gone through that financial issues. So
Hmm.
I relate to that problem very much.
Right.
And then so it's like I now my vision is that I want to help more and more people. Like this year target is that I want to reach at least 10 CR in EMI difference. So it's like indirectly when I'm helping them, I will be reaching any number that is there for me. So
Superb. I think this mindset actually take a lot of people to move faster because the focus is on like see our results will define our, based on our student results. So if they can create the result, that is the best thing.
and I will say this mindset also over the time it gets evolved. When I heard you,
Yeah,
you have done your 1 CR and you said that I'll be taking my 10 CR trophy when actually I'll have 10 people in my community who are
crorepati.
doing
Yeah.
1 CR.
Yeah.
So over the time, I think I have evolved a lot on the mindset part, thinking more about the people also. So this is a part of that also, I'll say.
Superb. I think you are carrying that legacy forward. That's what definitely will take your game to the next level for sure. That's the focus is on them. And Rohit, love to understand that many people they actually go through where they have a fear to charge. Like since you have said, like the kind of impact that you're creating, like 2.7 crore, all this thing, kind of impact that you're creating. Now you know that what is the worth of your program. Okay. But
Mm,
the start, people have a fear of charging. Okay. How did
mm.
you have you also gone through that phase, or how did you overcome that? I wanted to
Yeah, yeah.
address that as well. Yeah.
Thank you for asking that question. So when I was in job, so uh, even when I completed my chartered wealth manager, so I was uh, when I talked to the first person, we went for a vacation, and after that vacation, one of my relative was there. His friend came to that vacation. So we all went to a vacation. When we came back, that person was eager to work with me for the one-to-one.
Mm.
So we discussed everything, and then I was like, I would be asking money for the charge services that I'm giving, and my wife was like,
Mm.
"Arey, give it for free. It is your first client. Why you are asking money for that?" I
Mm.
was like, "No, I have to ask it because if I don't ask it for the first time, it will be every time I'll be feeling the same."
Yeah.
And I confidently asked that person, and that person actually agreed. And
Mm.
that was the big moment for me because first time somebody has agreed to pay 10K for my services, which I have never thought of that somebody will be paying me apart from my job.
True.
So that was my first resistance that broke at that day. And after that also, in my community, I was not able to understand like what should I give to people because my process was not defined. I was not sure like what all I should do in my one-to-ones.
Mm.
So for my L1, I used to do at 5,000. I used to ask people that pay me 10,000 more, and I'll be working with you one-to-one.
Nice.
I was not clear like how many one-to-ones I need to give, how much duration it should be, XYZ, anything I was not clear. But I was very
Focusing on
clear.
just result.
Uh, I was like I should help
Mm.
them to generate some results, and then it will be helping me somewhere or the other. And then over a time, when I understood like I have to be here for a longer duration, I learned with some
Mm.
mentors like this is not a small time game, right? It's a big
Yeah.
time that you need to be here. Then I understood that why I am being very much hurried about charging a big money in the starting itself. Let me increase it
Mm.
slowly and steadily. Let me make it
Yeah.
10,000, 20,000, 30,000. Then slowly I'll increase it when I am feeling much more worthy from inside also. Like I am charging for the services because I know that I deserve this.
Yeah.
So for all the people who feel issues with charging that money, maybe it's more about the internal things also. And the second thing is maybe you can increase the prices slowly and steadily once you feel like okay, you're able to deliver that value to somebody who is coming on the call. Because uh, for me, value of money plays a very important role. I've seen a lot of challenges in my life because of the money. So I feel like if I'm charging something to somebody, it should be worthy for that person also to pay.
Mm.
So I think it is more linked to my internal beliefs also, my mindset also. But for me, it was very clear, okay, I am here for long term. So I need not to worry about the price that I'm getting right now. My focus is more about what I can create for that person.
Rohit, when it comes to even, I wanted to also touch base something about the content creation, the organic side. I know you like very much fast, like implementing like the videos through it. Uh, is it from the day one, or how did you get comfortable with camera or like just putting out video?
Okay. So in July 2023, I first July 22, I will say, I made
Mm.
my YouTube channel and I was like, I wanted to create my first video. That
Mm.
was almost a 40-second video, and I sat down for almost 2 to 3 hours to create that video because I was very clear that today I will not be stepping up unless I create a video, and that I should feel like okay, this is okay for now at least. So that was the commitment. I feel that that has taken me on the next level in every other thing. Because
Mm.
sometimes I give challenge to myself, like, okay, I will not be, I will not be doing any other thing unless I shoot a video today.
Mm. Non-negotiable task.
Yes. So from
Nice.
there I started. And I think that has gone for my webinars also over the time, for my content creation also. Everywhere that spirit, that mindset has gone into every other thing.
Rohit, you did very consistently webinar. How many webinars that you have done consistently?
I think I do not have the count, but 9 September 2023 was my first webinar, and today it is 2nd January, and we have never missed a single workshop. So it might
Nice.
be
So
more than
that's
100, more than 100.
uh,
more than
More than,
130.
yeah. So 52 into 2 is a 104, more than 100, 110. Yeah.
120 and 30, yeah.
Wow. So that consistently you had been, you never missed a single webinar, no?
Yes. So, in those webinars also, I would like to share one thing also. Life has tested us with multiple scenarios.
Hmm.
Mornings, I was into a training, full day training, and evening, I have a workshop. Network is choppy, but still, I'm doing that webinar.
Hmm.
I am into hospital. My mother is hospitalized. I'm still doing my webinar. I came back, I delivered the webinar, I gone back to the hospital.
Oh.
My mother-in-law passed away in this scenario, and we have like we say na that चौथा बोलते हैं उसको. So that is happening
Hmm.
in the afternoon around 4 p.m. and 10 a.m. I'm doing my webinar.
Hmm.
So I'm traveling. I'm in other country. I'm Europe. Still I'm doing my webinars. I'm
You had a
having
good
fever.
family visit, no? Yeah.
Uh, family with we are in Europe, but still I'm doing my webinars. I'm having 101 fever. I'm still doing my webinars.
What drives you?
I understood that these are some common attributes that anybody has to take care of that in case you if you are thinking about a bigger life,
Hmm.
in case you want to be among the top achievers, because this
Yeah.
is the common thread about among the people who are at the top, their
Hmm.
commitment, their consistency, and people who are not following it, they are not at the top.
Hmm.
So this is what I understood.
Rohit, love to hear about something like who inspires you most in this journey, like 2, 3 years of 1 crore and beyond. Who inspire you most in this journey?
I think I cannot give the credit to any single person. It's all
Like
about
I'm asking who all are the people. I'm not asking even one thing.
huh,
Who are the
huh.
people that inspires you most? You can talk about mentor, any book author, or anything that inspired you most.
I think it's the multiple people's story I go through. I have built that mindset over the time. Like when I hear Virat Kohli's story, like
Hmm.
when he say that okay, once next day he has gone to play his Ranji match
Yeah.
after his father's death.
Hmm.
When I hear about Shah Rukh Khan, when I hear about Sachin Tendulkar, every other
Hmm.
story that has gone very deep into my head. Like
Yeah.
if they can perform in those situations, they
Yeah.
can do those things and those situations, and Siddharth can do, then how you can do Facebook Live for so many days, then why cannot I? So those all are inspirations for me, and I will say FBR has also contributed a lot to this journey also, because every time when I used to go to the FBR, I used to hear people's story from there where they have come up. Like
Hmm.
October 2025,
Right.
24, I think you might be remembering, there was the theme of that webinar is people who are having some challenges, still they are doing good business, like vision, hearing challenge, they got an accident, they got into accident, still they
Hmm.
have done a big business. So that every story of it was going very deep into my heart. Like people who have everything, they are not able to do bigger business, and people who are having challenges, why they are able to do it, because they understand the basics, like okay, I have to be consistent and committed in this journey. And one more important attribute that I started doing in my life was, first of all, I was giving the problem to my mentors, like okay, I have paid for this membership, now it's your responsibility to help me succeed.
Hmm.
Right? I started taking responsibility of that, coaching the memberships, and how I can solve this problem, how I can work on this, how I can get more people to the webinar. I was seeing like now the control is with me, rather than I am blaming the coach, like you have not helped me, you have not helped me, ऐसा नहीं हो रहा है, वैसा नहीं हो रहा है. So I could see that the bigger shift was like now I understand, like okay, I have the control. I will get the resources, I will get the help from every other coach where I want to. But now I have the control about my coaching journey. I think this was the biggest shift, and that everybody wants, because what I see is like everybody thinks like, okay, I have gone for the diamond membership, paid a bigger amount. Now it's the coach's responsibility to make me succeed, and it
Hmm.
it will never happen,
Yeah.
because unless we are committed to the journey, nothing will happen. You can only tell us that you need to do webinar every week, but you
Hmm.
cannot make us do the webinar, right?
Yeah. True.
That is all that I have uh, gone through.
Superb, Rohit. Like, I think I just want to tell you that your actions also inspires me a lot. Like the kind of way that you consistently take an action, that inspires me a lot.
Thank
Coming
you.
back
Thank
to
you so
the,
much.
sorry,
Mm.
you're saying
Thank you
something.
so much for that.
Yeah.
And I think one more thing I would like to share here is like sometimes when these words from your mentors also inspires you a lot, that when your mentors are saying like you are inspiring them, so it feels a great thing that your mentors are on that level. They are so humble to share that also, because it takes a lot of courage to say those words also, right, to your mentees, even
Yeah,
if
I
you're
don't know.
feeling that.
It's just natural. I felt sharing it, but I don't
But
know.
it's like it's your humble attitude that makes you say that, because you're feeling that, but you will not say it in case you're not humble enough to say that, right? So that's what I feel.
Great. I would like to ask you like specific questions. If you could give a three specific piece of advice to the people who wanted to build a 1 crore coaching business, what are the three specific advice that you would like to give?
Three specific advice. Okay. First is I will say be consistent and committed in this journey, because it's not a journey of 1 month or 2 months. It is a long journey if you are thinking about bigger life. Second is you need to follow the mentors, like whatever mentors are telling you, if you can follow it and if you can work on it, that will be best, because over the time you will evolve and you will be able to innovate new things. But in the starting you need to follow somebody who has already done it before, who has already
Hmm.
learned it from multiple mentors. So if it will be very easy for them.
Hmm.
And I will not say three, I will say four. The third is understand that it's a business. You have to
Yeah.
understand the metrics of it, like how the business go through. It will not happen in 1 month, 2 months, and it the main part is the leads. Are we getting enough leads? So we are thinking about 1 CR, 50 lakhs, 10 lakhs, every other number. But are we getting enough people into our funnels? That is the most important question. That is the most important thing that everyone needs to think upon before thinking about the bigger numbers that they want to crack every month.
Super.
And
Fourth,
think there was fourth also. Uh,
this bonus point.
Bonus point, I will say one more thing. It's not an advice, but this is what I have understood as a concept, that whenever the new franchisees come in the market, like if you go for any of the franchisee right now, it will take almost 3 to 5 years to get back that money that you have invested.
True.
But in the coaching domain, everybody wants money from the first day.
Hmm.
So it's like they think like it's a quick rich scheme. You come
Hmm.
here, you become coach, and next day you get 1 lakh. And so it's like if it is so easy, then why people are doing jobs?
Yeah.
Everybody will become a coach, right? And that is the reason we see that many people come here, they aim for big money, they don't, it doesn't happen because it requires a lot of commitment,
Yeah.
of efforts, and people give up.
It takes like every profession has its own journey, and I believe coaching, where I strongly believe, is has lot to do with the mindset and uh, golden heart. Like you really do want to serve the people with service mindset.
Hmm.
Where very people I see they are not open to do that. They are just like just want okay, I want to just make money. But making money is directly proportional to the problem that you can solve. It's not
Hmm.
about what kind of a product that you can actually create. Product, courses, books, वो लिख देने से अब तो चैट जीपीटी दे दे रहा है सब कुछ और मे बी सब कोर्स तो आप बना सकते हो कंटेंट बना सकते हो but is it relevant to the audience? I was reading to one of the listening to one of the podcasts. It says now ChatGPT is so perfect. People don't want perfect content. People want raw, real, authentic content. Okay, people want to see the like authentic version of that person is showing up in the. So now in the next 5 years, nobody will look for okay how many content that I can post, but people says how much impact I can create in each content. That's something that people will be looking for.
So, how I look at this thing is like few years back when ChatGPT and everything was not there, still people were having challenges. Now, when the market is open, we have ChatGPT, we have Claude, every other thing. So it is open for all.
Hmm.
Now everybody has access. So now we will have new challenges,
New challenges. True.
right? And now the game is more about like how being a coach, I can be more focused about solving a problem on a bigger level, and
True.
how I can think about the other aspects are related to it. Like example,
Hmm.
when I'm just thinking about the EMIs, so I'll be just a EMI coach. When I'm thinking about okay, EMI is the issue, but what are the other things that a customer will want in the funnel when he is
Hmm.
inside the funnel? So he will be requiring for the insurances also, the emergency corpus also, tax planning also, investments also. How I can get more, how I can make this process faster, simpler for
True.
the customer.
Hmm.
Like for me, I could say that it's very simple for a client that is coming to my L3. It's like work for them, right?
Hmm.
Because we have now the people who are helping in the loans also, in the investments also, the insurance also. We have everything in house.
Hmm.
So maybe they are freelancers for us, but they will be helping us directly. So customer doesn't have to walk away from the home also to get these all things done. So this happens over the time. But first I was like, कि ये कैसे होगा? How I should do that. But over the time, when we keep working, we get more people who are coming
Yeah.
to us like, let me help you on this.
Yeah.
So that's a constant journey, I will say. That's a constant evolution that happens over the time.
Yeah.
But the first part is that are we committed and consistent to solve that?
Yeah.
So that was my realization, that was my understanding all the time.
Superb. That constant evolution is something that is definitely we need to adapt to the market, how it is going ahead. Last thing, Rohit, there are a lot of people here. They are maybe not part of any of our courses, any of our challenges, any of our program. They wanted to join TBM. What is the one message that you want to share with them? The people, maybe some who are maybe in the gold also, they wanted to be part of our diamond membership. What is the message for them? Because you have gone through all steps from gold to diamond. Yeah.
So what I've understood over the time is like once we have more proximity to our mentors. So I could feel that when I was in Diamond, so I was having more proximity to you. We were working more on the action calls than the that Thursday calls we have. Tuesday, Thursday we calls have. So we have so many calls so that we can more work on this. We are more in that energy. So once we are
Hmm.
more in that energy, our understanding about the problems or how other people are doing will be more. And that
Yeah.
will help us to go further into our journey faster.
Hmm.
I think that has helped me a lot. And people who are looking for more proximity, more on the actions part, like what else they should do, then
Yeah.
TPM Diamond membership can really help them to go further into it. And achieve big numbers. And I think big numbers are not very much far if people can actually work on the core part of solving a problem
Solving a
and
problem.
thinking more about the person who is sitting on the sitting on the opposite side, coming
True.
to you with a problem. If we can have more emotions and understanding for that problem, then I think any number is possible.
Achievable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Super, Rohit. Super excited to see how things unfolds for you. And once again, congratulations for achieving 1 crore milestone and lovely things that you have actually shared throughout this conversation. And those who wanted to check what Rohit does, I'll put his social media handles or any website so that you can connect with Rohit. And those who are not part of a TBM yet, I will share joining links in the description so that you can part of a TBM as well. And those who are have you have heard about this conversation, write down top 3 action points, not just learning. सीख तो आप बहुत लोगे, but what always we focus on, what are the action point that you can actually go and implement from this conversation. So so that's something that only will say, okay, this time that you have worth spending. So yes, Rohit, thank you so much once again.
Thank
And
you so much, Sagar, for being a important part of this journey.
thank you, Rohit. Yeah.